Every time I work with these snakes, I'm on the edge of my toes, on my tippy toes like a midget at a urinal. This snake is responsible for more snake bite fatalities than any other snake in Africa. Look at the size of that fang. Isn't that absolutely frightening from a 3-year-old snake? He's got stuff. Look at that beautiful orange coloration. Come on! There we go. Oh, massive bite. Massive bite in the rat. Oh, son of a hamster. What's going to happen? I'm going to cry in this video. Hello everyone, Dingo here, and welcome to another episode of Snake Venom versus Flesh. And today I'm super nervous about today's video. It's dangerous. It's always dangerous when we take a snake, milk it onto something. Venom's flying everywhere, fangs are going all over the place, and today going to be no exception. But we're doing it today not with a piece of a beef fillet or pork fillet or something like that. No. We're actually using a rat, the preferred prey item of most snakes in the world. It's really warm today, super warm in the snake room. I mean, it's about 30 odd degrees. It's hot, it's humid. The snakes are going to be firing. Have a look over here. We've got our 4 rats. They've been euthanized humanely. I might add, humanely. They've been euthanized, and we're going to be using them for today's experience. Now, it would be a better experiment if we just had the snakes bite live onto these rats, but they would die within about 30 seconds or so anyway. So I've just euthanized them now. They're still fresh. What we're going to do, we're going to milk 3 different snakes with different properties in their venom on these rats. These are jumbo rats. I mean, look at the size of this rat here. That is a huge rat. And as you can see, I'm gloved up. I'm using tweezers. Guys, there's something you need to know about me. I'll take on any snake, crocodile, lion, you name it in the world. I love it. Rats freak me out. The smell of them right now, this is going to be the hardest video I've ever done. You know my gag reflex is bad. Wait until we cut these guys open in 3 days' time to see what impact the venom has had on these rats over here. So the first thing we're going to do, we need a control. This rat over here, he's going to be our control. Let's put him in there. He's going to stay. I'm not going to refrigerate these rats. The reason for that, there will be natural decay over the next 3 days, but that's natural. You want room temperature. So we're going to leave this like that. The control is going to be like that. So we get an accurate reflection of what a control looks like in room temperature, and then what these 3 rats are going to be. The first snake we're going to use today is the mighty Eastern Diamondback rattlesnake. Let's get him out, get him biting onto a rat, put that away, and let's see what happens. What I want to do now, the problem is we've got smell of rat in the room. He's in a feeding mode. There we go. And I've got him. Oh, he's super strong, this snake. Super strong. Look at this, a beautiful Eastern Diamondback rattlesnake. Isn't it a spectacular specimen? Massive fangs inside there. Now, what I'm going to do, let me get this rat into position. Oh, to even touch a rat like that is repulsive to me. Let me get this here. What I need to do. There we go. Oh, massive bite in the rat. Come on. Let me see. Just want to make sure. Gave venom. I'm sure it did. Deep inside the tissues there. Let's do one more over here if we can. See if the snake will bite one more time. Hasn't bitten yet. Just want to hold the snake properly. There we go. Now it's biting. I can feel underneath my fingers here where the snake is injecting its fangs into the prey item. Isn't that absolutely incredible? All right. That's 2 good bites from the Eastern Diamondback. Look at the fangs on this snake here. Absolutely frightening. The longest fangs of any rattlesnake species in the world. All right, I know. I just want to make sure he doesn't hurt himself while we put it back. All right, there we go. Rat, the white one, Eastern Diamondback rattlesnake. Let's put this away. Get out our next snake, the infamous, the mighty puff adder. All right, here we go. Look at the spectacular puff adder we've got today. There's the sound of the puffy. It's a beautiful snake. I have to be so careful necking the snake It's a much smaller head than that Eastern Diamondback had. And these snakes are super fast. I mean, lightning quick when it comes to biting. And what I want to do is get this rat ready here. I'm going to bite a similar area even. Puffy in there. Oh, he's in. Oh, and look how much venom he's pumping in. I'm not even going to give him another bite. Just keeps pumping in that venom. Look at that beautiful orange coloration of his face there. Isn't that absolutely amazing? African puff adder. Now this snake is responsible for more snake bite fatalities than any other snake in Africa. Horrific bite. And I'm very curious and interested to see what the venom is going to do if left for 3 days inside this rat over here. He's deep in, massive fangs for the size of the snake. Let me just get it out here. For the size of the snake, this is not a huge snake. Look at the size of those fangs. And one of the most cytotoxic, tissue-destroying venoms of any snake in the world. Absolutely horrific bite. You don't want to get bitten by a puff adder. So let's see what it does to this rat flesh. Put the puff adder away, put the rat away, get our next snake out. And our final snake for today's challenge, the infamous, the killer of South America, the fer-de-lance, or the lance-head viper. It's one of the most dangerous snakes in the world. Kills more people in South America than all the other species of venomous snakes put together. And I tell you what, every time I work with these snakes, I'm on the edge of my toes. On my tippy toes like a midget at a urinal. You have to use all your focus. You have to use all your attention. You have to really just be on your top form when working with these snakes. She's a decent sized girl. She's right over here in the back of the enclosure. She's awake. She was sleeping, now she's awake. There she is. She's going into the blue. That might help me. She is going into the blue. So she should be a little bit, this snake, a little bit more relaxed. When she's in the blue, look at the size of her. Let's take her across. Let's get her to that table. Alright, this snake now, as I said, I have to be really careful with her. Fortunately, she's not in the feeding mode if she's in the blue. But she's really big and she's got huge fangs. And for those of you who know, your Bothrops, your South American lanceheads. This is a Bothrops asper, the biggest of the lanceheads. It is shedding its skin, so she doesn't look as pretty as she normally does. Let's get her to bite down here though. Don't want to stress her out. Oh! Did you see that? She absolutely thumped that rat. No need now for another bite. Look at the fangs of this snake. I think the lance heads, particularly this asper, have got some of the biggest fangs. One actually dropped out there, an old one. I'll show it to you now. Some of the biggest fangs of any snakes in the world. Absolutely massive, considering this is only a 3-year-old snake. It's not the biggest snake in the world, but how's the size of those fangs? Let's put her back. I'm going to show you her fang. Now, a lot of people ask me, Dingo, how do you put these snakes back in their enclosures? You know, you always see us grabbing them, but never releasing. Releasing is one of the most dangerous parts. This is basically a pogo stick. As this kind of tail hits the ground, it can shoot up and bite you. Look at the strength there. It's holding itself up. Absolutely beautiful snake. So what I like to do is wrap its body inside the enclosure so it can't come out. And now this is going to be a quick release. I actually let the head go and pull out at the same time. Let me just make sure I can close here quickly. Snake safe. Let's go and look at that fang. All right, first thing we do, let's get this rat into the enclosure. So the dark rat here belongs to the fer-de-lance. We're going to get those all set up in a moment, but have a look at the fang that came out of that snake. I have to be very careful with this fang because it still can contain some venom. Look at the size of that fang. Isn't that absolutely frightening from a 3-year-old snake? Whoa. Now you might be saying, Dingo, you hurt the snake. That's why the fang came out. Not at all. Snakes shed their fangs in the same way that a great white shark would. or another predator like that, they shed their fangs. A new set of fangs are very important. New set of fangs coming through. So you saw there, that snake's still got 2 fangs. This was an old fang that it sheds, and these shed fangs often come out in the poo of the snakes. This one came out, and it just dropped out of its mouth. Very fortunate to even see it. Look at the fang of the fer-de-lance, the South American killing machine. So we're going to put these rats away. We're going to see you in 3 days' time. Man alive, I hope you're not eating food when we take open these rats, and we're going to cut them open, and we're going to see what this venom has done to the inside of these 3 rats. Oh my gosh, what have I done, and why do I keep doing things like this? 3 days later, I've come into the snake room this morning. We've had a hot toasty last few days, and all I can smell is decomposing rat flesh. I'm more nervous for the rest of this video than I would be if I was taking out a black mamba and kissing it right on the chops. I'd rather kiss a black mamba than come in here. It smells like I could gag a maggot. I'm super nervous, super nervous. Let's get out of control. Before we do that though, Vicks Vapor Rub. Everyone told me last time, stick this up your nose. I did, it didn't help. So it looked like I got a bear in the cave now, Kirst. Okay, I'll get rid of the bear in the cave a bit. Get up in there. Get the smell in there. As you all know, if you're watching us for the first time, I've got a chronic gag reflex, a mock charge. Comes up really quickly. I'm not wanting that to happen today. I think it might. I haven't eaten breakfast just so that Kirsty doesn't get projectile vomited on. Let's get out our sample rat, see what's happened over the course of the last 2.5 days. All right, here we go. Here's our sample rat. He's looking all right. Look at him over there. And what I've got a scalpel, guys. Dr. Dingo's in the house. My GP, Paula Warren, most legendary doctor in the Upper Highway area here. She treats me for everything. She's used scalpels on me before, dug out abscesses in my knee from I was working in dirty crock water at a park, got that all stuck in my knee. She's cut that out. She's done everything, even given me the old, how's it going up there to check all the prostate is operating okay. Legendary doctor. She gave me her first scalpel she's ever had in her life. How's that? When she was in medical school, she used to cut up cadavers with that. So now it's going from cadavers to dead rats. Absolutely disgusting. Wonder what's going to be worse. All right, so what I'm going to do, oh man, this one just smells a bit like a rat. Doesn't smell too bad. I hate rats, as I mentioned early on. So what I'm going to do, I actually don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to cut it. The other snake's bit over there, but let me just cut it down the middle. Oh, geez. There we go. And we're just going to look. There we go. It's just a rat. So that's going to be our sample. As you can see here, guys, there's nothing really going on. It's too early for this. This one doesn't even smell bad. Oh, son of a hamster, what's going to happen? I'm going to cry in this video. So,
got the Vicks in already.
I'm fully loaded here. So that's just a normal rat, right? I think it looks fine. Hey, Kirst, let's put it away. We'll bring it out. The first one that got bitten by a snake, that was the Eastern Diamondback rattlesnake. We're going to bring that rat out. We're going to see how that rat is looking compared to our sample rat. And we'll bring them back at the end and compare them if I can last that long. All right, guys, here we go. How's our rat from the Eastern Diamondback? And it's about doubled in size. Which is telling me it's going to be shocking awful when I take it out. So what I'm going to do, let's get some paper down here. Can you smell it?
Not yet. This is rat number 1.
I don't know if I can do it. Some people say in videos, Dingo, wear a mask.
Ooh. I can smell it.
You can't wear a mask because I can't talk to you guys in. I'm going to do this. I hope it doesn't pop me.
How do you know it's not gonna like
Oh my gosh, look at the size of this rat, guys. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, just gonna, woo! Come on, take a teaspoon of cement and toughen up, my son. Okay, let's just do this quickly here. There's stuff coming out of his nose. Please don't pop. Look how easily that cut, or just deflated. Kirsty, you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a completely different smell. Why aren't you gagging?
I'm trying to keep my mouth closed.
I can't put anything over my shirt now. So what I want to point out to you guys, come on my boy, it's over here, guys. Where the snake bit, you can see over there. Sorry, I'm so sorry about this. Maybe Kirsty should take over and I'll do the camera with a long lens. I just need to.
You want one new glove?
Okay, so
Sure.
the area, it's potent, isn't it? The area I want to point out is over here. That's where the snake bit down. And this area here, let me just go like this, try to cut it. I don't want to get this on my hands. Can you imagine anything worse? Look how that has just dissolved. So if you take a camera in here, Kirst, this looks pretty normal to me. In here, guys, that is where the hemotoxic properties of that rattlesnake venom has got in there and it started breaking down the blood cells, and there's actually a whole bunch of mush sitting in this hole over here. This is the worst smell I've ever smelt in my entire life.
Sure.
As we cut that rat open, it just whoosh, air came out of it, and the bottom section here actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's disgusting, but that's okay. It's this top section here that is shocking awful. And it's because the properties of that rattlesnake have been breaking down the flesh, breaking down the blood cells, and it's liquefying on the inside. Let me put this rat away, get out our next snake or rat that was bitten by the African puff adder. I am so nervous to cut that open. Absolutely petrified. This video is going south fast. Now you might be saying, Dingo, what is the point of an exercise like that? Well, it's very simple. You guys at home might see us handle, people around the world handling some of the most deadly venomous snakes in the world. I get to see puff adders and fer-de-lance and rattlesnakes every single day of my life. And it's easy to kind of become complacent about it or to see it. It's easy for a kid who might be watching a program to go out into the wild, see a rattlesnake, want to pick it up. So today is a reminder of what this venom can do when it's injected into some flesh, into your body. It's not something you want. I mean, that rattlesnake completely dissolved the kind of the top section, the chest cavity of that rat where it bit down. And that's exactly what the venom is designed to do. It's designed to dissolve their prey items. So when it bites a rat, you think of a puff adder. It bites a rat. That snake doesn't move around a lot, doesn't get a lot of exercise, doesn't break down prey because of exercise. It needs thermoregulation from the sun. And the only other way it can break down that prey item, being cold-blooded, is through the venom dissolving the flesh. So a puff adder, predominantly a cytotoxic venom destroying tissue. It's one of the most painful snake bites on the planet. I don't know what we're going to see when we cut up this rat. Have a look at the rat. It's looking huge. There's a lot of stuff leaking out of it at the bottom. Let's just get this down first, please. I think I'm doing remarkably well. Oh, I don't know where to pick it. Oh, this guy's huge. Oh my. Oh. dripping out of it. Oh, my sweet mother.
Can we get rid of that container?
Look at the container. Look what's on the inside of the container. That didn't happen with the rattlesnake. I don't know what it is, but it's not nice. Let me put that down. Oh man. Please give me another glove. Thank you. Come on, boy, you can do it. Okay, let's cut this rat up. So, look at the side, it's all wet. Hold. Oh, please don't explode.
When you lifted it out the container, the whole bottom was wet and dripping.
There's this bottom, yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
This one might explode.
Oh, please don't explode. All right, here we go, guys. Incision being made. Oh, did you hear that air come? It's way worse. It's black inside. Okay, hang on. Okay, so, come on now. Now this is very, very interesting. Okay, so this is very interesting, guys. This has absolutely smashed this rat. Look at that. The organs here are absolutely gone, dissolved. No organs left. This rat... I'm so sorry about the noises and the mock charges. I don't know how Kirst isn't doing it. Kirst, please tell everyone this stinks.
No, it's really bad. It's like a sweet,
Oh, don't say that.
decomposing smell. It's disgusting.
Oh,
Come
on!
It comes in waves.
A wave of upchucking. I'm crying. Now you can see, guys, it's a completely... Let me just talk like this. The impact of this venom is far, far worse than that rattlesnake venom. So the rattlesnake, there was a bit of liquefying because what it's doing is breaking down the blood cells. The puff adder has actually dissolved the tissue. So there's no tissue left, basically in that whole top half of the rat where the puff adder bit down. It's an absolutely catastrophic venom to get bitten by. And this is the reason why puff adders bite more people and kill more people in Africa than any other snake, more than the mambas, more than the cobras combined. Puff adders are horrific snakes when it comes to the toxicity of their venom. The tissue destroying, there's probably, and we're going to see with the fer-de-lance in a moment, but probably no more tissue destroying cytotoxic venom on the planet than the African puff adder. They're incredibly dangerous snakes, ambush predators. They're hiding in grass. People walk around, stand on them. Whammo, they've got quite a personality. They'll bite first, ask questions later if you're standing on top of them. And as you can see, that venom inside of you is shocking awful. One of the most frightening snakes you could possibly get bitten by anywhere in the world. Let's get this rat out the way, get out our final rat, and we'll sum it all up here. And that rat got bitten by the fer-de-lance. Alright, here we are. Final rat, rat number 3. I can't wait to get this video over and done with. The clothes, they just smell like carrion at the moment. Everything stinks, okay, Kirst? Yeah. It's in your hair, babe. It's in your hair. We're gonna need to go scrub each other down after this one, I tell you what. I don't know how you don't gag at this smell. Alright, final rat, guys. He's also big and bloated. This is from the fer-de-lance. He's got... Oh, he's dripping. Oh my gosh. Let me just put this underneath here. He's a dripper. That's for sure. Oh, it's that sweet smell Kirsty was talking about. Look at him. Come on! Woo! Right, let me put him down. Look at him down there, Kirsty. Man alive, this video's made my starfish pucker tighter than a snare drum. Absolutely disgusting. Let's cut him open and get it over and done with. Oh, did you hear the air come out? Psh, there's flies buzzing around. This is a bad one. It's shocking. Okay, the bottom, look here. Oh, so sweet. Why is it sweet? It shouldn't be puffer, and tell me if you think I'm right, Kirst. The first one and the last one have smelt worse.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
puff adder just dissolves stuff.
The puffy didn't smell as bad. These
No.
two are that sweet,
This is shocking awful.
potent smell.
It smells like a lollipop mixed with a dead butthole.
Sewer.
It's disgusting. Okay. This video is tougher than my mother-in-law's chicken. Okay, let's go. Okay, have a look here. So now,
It's on your finger.
Look at the flesh here. Look at the flesh. Look how green that is. Look at that. The hair's just falling off it, Chris.
Is that a puncture wound? These are holes.
Yeah, there's a puncture wound from the fang. Look how the flesh is just coming off all around it. Absolutely revolting, repulsive stuff. Look at that.
The more you play with it, the worse it smells.
So, guys, what it looks like here, the bottom half once again, 100% fine. Well, not 100% fine. He's had better days, but it's not great. The top half, though, you can see a whole bunch of blood. Probably, I'd imagine, where his heart was. Look here, Kirst. Look there, right there. That's where things have liquefied. And similar to the rattlesnake, it's actually a very similar bite to the rattlesnake bite. Let's get this off my finger. It seems like the venom has started dissolving the blood and breaking down the blood. So around the heart's just gone, all that venom has come out. Let's compare it to our control here. Look at our control, guys, and look at the impact of the fer-de-lance. And if you look at all of those snakes, the impact and the difference between the two is absolutely immense. Can you believe the impact that venom has on a small body like a rat? Now you can imagine that fer-de-lance bite on your foot. The puff adder bite, I think the wind is going towards you
It
now.
is. Can you move a little bit to your right?
I'll move here. But you can imagine that impact of that venom in your foot, in your arm, something like that. Down in South America, it's a shocking, awful bite. I mean, my mate almost died within a few minutes from a fer-de-lance bite. Same species as the one we use here, the lancehead viper. Absolutely horrific impact of the venom. So the moral of the story, guys, is when you see snakes, you might see us interacting with them. It's beautiful to watch them out in nature, seeing them move. A fer-de-lance, a puff adder, a rattlesnake, such iconic snakes of the venomous snake world. But unless you want your arm, your leg to end up looking like that, instead of this, don't go near it. Watch it from a distance. Enjoy it. No! Ew! Watch it. I shouldn't have picked it up. Watch it from a distance. Let it go on its way. I hope you enjoyed this video way more than I did. Kirsty and I, we had enough of dead rats. I think this might be our last venom versus flesh video we ever do. In my book, the puff adder had the most toxic, tissue destroying and cell destroying venom of the lot. We took 3 vipers that are known to cause necrosis, gangrene, rotting flesh. And for me, hey Kirst, the puff adder did the most damage. The other 2 are stinky. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Dingo out.